Here we go. Indigo, say hello to everyone. It is Monday, August 17th. Hi, everyone. It is Lisa Clayton of lisaaclayton.com and Indigo Mystic Clayton of Indigo's Bungalow here in Half Moon Bay, sporting her summertime mask and kerchief. Oh, whoops, I forgot to turn my phone off. So anyway, welcome to this Monday mantra for August 17th, 2020, in which we are still experiencing a lot of change and chaos and new directions. So we are still in the midst of this pandemic. And here in Half Moon Bay, California, we are in the midst of having an unbelievable lightning storm, which precipitated many fires in our area. So I have some friends that are living near those fires, and so our energy, love, and light has been directed towards them, as well as keeping our mission and our commitment to you as guides and leaders of the inner leader movement moving forward. And with these activities such as Monday Mantra, and I have a series of groups now that are going through transcendence teachings of the inner leader movement. And just a reminder to everyone that I am doing soul readings all summer long at a very special rate. So you can go on, and if you are looking for more one-to-one in-depth information about how to navigate through this time, through the connection with your higher self and your soul guides in light, and also the resources that you have here on earth, this is a really good time to do a reading. So I don't really even like to call them reading because the other day somebody said to me, "Oh, I don't need to be read." No, it's not really a reading on you. It is a transmission of information that comes through, precipitated by your heart as it opens up and becomes coherent, inviting in the messages that are most appropriate for you at this moment of now. And that's what I do so well. I can be this conduit and channel for you. So just wanted to let you know that you can go on at lisaaclayton.com, book a service, and you can see all the offerings there. But I feel that I don't usually like to advertise or market out. I like to really bring forth the messages for you, but that still is building with the unknown and really coming into greater awareness, expanded awareness of what needs to change in their lives in order to move forward. And that's what I'm here to help you with. So anyway, we have a beautiful Monday mantra that came through yesterday, and I love it. I love this visual that Christina, my webmaster, did for me. And it's forgive the past, introduce your future self, or introduce future self, and let love create. And I love all those little palettes of paint. So there's several messages that came through with this. So what happens when the Monday mantra gets downloaded to me from what I call Team Divine, my group of angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, ancestors, and then I sit in silence and let the messages come through. So we're going to start. I have a page and a half of notes. So the first one is forgive the past. So this is really super important right now because it is over. The past is over. And what we can do is learn from it and move on. We are in a constant state of changing and growing and learning. And I always love that saying, when we stop learning, we start dying. And I truly believe that. As a former elementary school teacher to a textbook consultant to a professional consultant in corporations, learning has been a passion of mine. And when I see people learn, I see them grow and expand, and that is pretty exciting. So in forgiving the past, once we move forward, you have to make choices and decisions that will change your life. And some are very hurtful and painful, yet they will liberate you. So reliving the past, I love this part that the guide said, remind everyone, Lisa, that reliving the past and ruminating those thoughts in your mind is like feeding your heart a poison. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I thought, wow, that is so true. It also poisons tomorrow's possibilities. Mm. Okay, so forgiveness does not change the past, but it does change the future. And I love that too. Forgive and forget gives the future self. And we're going to talk about that in the second one, introduce your future self. So forgiving and forgetting. Ooh, now that's the tough one, is really truly forgetting and letting go. That gives your future self a chance. So there's an example I wanted to share with you. Let me just check my notes here real quick. The past is the past and has nothing to do with where you are now. And the gift of now is so forgiving is the greatest gift of now that you can give yourself. And I love that. They were saying forgiveness equals freedom. And I truly know that from the forgiveness practices that I have encountered in my life, that I never felt so much freedom when I let go of a toxic relationship or a situation that I was procrastinating with and having fear to face it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a person in forgiveness. It can be a situation. It can be choices that you've made in your life. And so these choices sometimes are mistakes. And I always taught that in my corporate training, is that a mistake is just that, it's a mistake. And we have an opportunity to take it over and over and make different choices. So it just recently, I was ruminating some thoughts about a past relationship, and it's actually still present in my field. And I was starting to ruminate the thoughts, and the guides stopped me and they said, well, Lisa, if you had two more hours to live, which that is the reality of today with the pandemic and the virus and the situations. We have these fires all around us. We don't know what's going to happen. But if you had 2 hours to live, what would you spend your precious life, light, energy on? Is it these thoughts about this person and about this hurt that you have in your heart, or this betrayal? Is that where you really want to put your energy? 2 hours you have. So the next 2 hours, where could you direct your energy? Boy, did that really shake me to my core. I was like, okay, I get it. I am really going to stop having those thoughts. When they do come up, it's like not giving it any energy. It is in the past, it's done. Let's move on. So I loved the forgive the past message that came through. It was very clear and very succinct. Forgiving is the greatest gift you can give yourself. And I love that they said forgiveness equals freedom. So the second part was, this is really introduce your future self. So this was very, I spent some time on this one because I really wanted to understand. I have been given messages that the future self is in about 6, 9, or 12 months away. it's like it's like within the next 30 days. That's about what we have in planning for the future. So some of the messages that came through is that this is where, in order to connect with your future self, you have to connect with your current self. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. You have to know where you are now. And and it reminded me and they said, remember when you were lost, what did you do? Well, the first thing you do is you go find a map, or you stop and ask for directions. And I remember being lost in the middle of London one time when I was traveling. And then in London, they have these little stands where you can go in and you can go look at the map. And it has a big red circle on it. It says, you are here. And just that made me feel comfort. Okay, I am here, but I need to get over there. So how do I do that? And you study the map, you look at the where to go, and you follow that direction. And I'm like, oh, that is so, so great. So when we're introducing our future self, we have to know where we are now. You are here, the big red dot. Okay. And then the direction is then what are the steps? How do I take those next steps? So again, the guys are saying your future self is about the very near future, not next year or 5 years from now or even 90 days from now. It's very near. And what this takes is the power of the heart in today's actions. I love this part where they're saying, what you do today, how would your future self look at that? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that is so cool. So, what actions I take today is my future self saying, yes, come on, let's go, let's go. So, it doesn't even have to be this big visualization of what you want, need, or desire. It can just be a reflection of what you're doing now to move forward and to be realistic about it. So they were saying, here are the cautions. It's not about being optimistic, having an optimistic version. Oh, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Wishful thinking or a dream state of your future. It is about a true reflection of where you are now and how you want and how your future self is reflecting back to you, saying, yes, come on, let's go. I love that. So the other aspect of the future self is that they were saying this is really about revisioning. This is not about visioning. This is about revisioning. I loved that. And guess what? It's revisioning through the eyes of the soul. So there are 7 senses of the soul, and I teach this in the inner leader movement, but we're only going to focus on 2 today. Or at least that's what the guide said. So the 2, well, first, revisioning is looking at your future through the eyes of your soul and using the 7 senses for creating new thoughts, redirecting old thoughts, and freeing your mental limitations. So living in higher states of consciousness. And that's different than analyzing or projecting or planning for what you want to do in the future. This is really a trust and surrender process that you are really connected to your soul senses. 2 of those soul senses that you can connect to right away to revision and get connected to yourself are your intuition and the cosmic heart. People always ask me, what's that cosmic heart? Well, there's these beautiful chakra systems we have inside our body energetically, and then there's ones outside of us. And I always say that your cosmic heart is in the 8th chakra, that universal heart chakra, right above your crown chakra, that you can access that love and that light from your higher self. And this is what they're saying. This is where the revisioning comes in. Get still, ask, listen, observe. And just in my class, in my group mentoring series today, we were talking about are the messages and the information that's coming through, is it real or does the mind make it up? Ask your heart. Once you tap into that heart's intuitive intelligence, just taking some nice deep breaths into that heart area, calming and settling into the heart, it's amazing. Yes, these messages are real. They're not made up. When you center on your heart as the heart is the activator for the soul. So this revisioning comes through using your intuition and your higher heart consciousness. Oh, and then there was more about number 2. Another whole page. Okay, I love doing the Monday mantras. I love the messages that come through. I enjoy this so much. So they said, start with a glimpse, just a glimpse of what your future self is showing you. Just start with a glimpse. It doesn't have to be major goals. It doesn't have to be, oh my gosh, I need to declutter my house by the end of the week. Okay, step by step. But each step of action makes a big difference. They said, ask yourself, as you take this glimpse of your future self, does it feel satisfied, secure, and connected. That's all the soul is asking of us as humans, is to feel secure, satisfied, and connected. And they were saying the biggest obstacle for just starting with this glimpse of your future self, Indigo. Do you remember that when mommy was? I always read the notes to Indigo. The biggest obstacle is procrastination, pretending that it isn't, that the present moment of now doesn't exist, denying it, or that having the attitude of it doesn't matter. I can't do anything about what's happening around me in the world. Yes, it does matter, and you matter. So they were saying, always ask yourself, what needs attention in my life? Is my soul feeling secure, satisfied, and connected? And I love that. Okay, so was that all of number 2? That was the second part of introduce your future self. Love that. The third one is let love create. Oh, I love this one. So basically, when I tapped into the stream of let love create, the guides were saying, do it with love. And if it doesn't feel like love, don't do it. If it's not feeling aligned with your passion, your heart's desires, your soul's light, your purpose, don't do it. We're making up stories about love. Well, I'm going to do it in the name of love. This came up in our class today, or our sessions today. It's like, well, you do it in the name of love. Is that just a cliche or a saying that, do you really feel the love? Do you really feel that love in your heart? And if you don't, then you can't create it. So the question was, am I loving myself and the beauty and joy of being here? That's a big question. Do I love myself? And do I love the beauty and joy of being here on earth right now? It may not seem so beautiful with fires raging all around us, the pandemic raging all around us. But we can find the beauty. We can find the joy. So create what you love. That was huge. That came through. It says, create what you love. Create the life that you love. Your future self becomes, when you create what you love, your future self becomes a masterpiece work of art. So this isn't something that you're just starting to paint. Your future self is already a masterpiece. Okay, it's already there. You're taking the steps to create with love the final finishing touches of that masterpiece before you exit this earth. So I love the messages that come through. Oh, whoops, got to turn the page. Oh, some favorite quotes. This is Lisa's stuff. After I got the downloads and the transmission from my guides. This is one of my favorite quotes of all time, and I wanted to share it with you today. We are here to heal, not to harm. That's the forgiveness. We are here to create, not destroy. And we are here to love, not to hate. So forgive, have your future self have that vision, that near the future, near really close future within the next 30 days, and create with love. Oh, Indigo, it's been a tough day today, huh, for you? She has had quite the day. So Indigo, as you know, will always pick the angels that will come through. And which deck are we going to go with today? We're going to go with the Angels of Atlantis. Oh, I saw you looking over at the yellow cards to match your summer bandana. Oh, what a good choice, Indigo. So ready? Ready to pick the cards? Ready? And Indigo puts her energy into them. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Okay. Believe me, this little intuitive spirit animal taught me some valuable lessons this weekend. She knew when the lightning was coming. She knew that we needed to batten down the hatches. Very intuitive, giving me messages along the way. Animals can always sense Mother Nature. So here we go. Indigos, cards. All right. Oh, look at this. Angel for creativity and self-expression. Yeah, there you are. There's your beautiful essence with that foundation of Mother Gaia holding you secure. The pyramid pointing up to divine to give you the resources, the guidance, the information. And the affirmation on this beautiful card is, I create my own world. Create it with love. And I can communicate it. So that's the important thing also, is to be able to communicate what you're feeling with authenticity and truth. Yeah, I've had a few examples of clients lately just coming forth and being really truthful and saying, I'm not feeling it. I'm not connecting with it. I'm feeling so out of place. That takes a lot of courage to say, I'm not with you, Lisa. I'm not getting it right now. Please just understand I'm in this place, and it's okay. I honor that more than somebody just pretending to go along with the teachings or the guidance. So anyway, this is a good one. I love it. The angel of creativity and self-expression. Well, they're all good. Oh my gosh, look at the next one that came through. Indigo, you're a master. Okay, the angel for creative wisdom. Okay, and the affirmation on this is, I go inside myself to find my creative wisdom. This is the part where the guides were saying, know where you are now. Know where you are now. Know where you are, that red dot on the map. You are here. And honor where you are. Love where you are. Honor, respect, and go within and tap into that creative wisdom and start creating. And every step you take, every action you take, your future self is saying, yes, yes, come on. Yes, yes, I see you through the eyes of your soul. This is good. This is good that you're bringing forth your wisdom to create with love. Oh, I love these cards. And what's the third one that hopped out? Oh, Archangel Gabriel. This is you with your wings spread forward with that forgiveness, creating that freedom of flight. That's what this Archangel Gabriel is saying with this card, to help that forgiveness. With your help, that clarity comes when you forgive and remove the cloudiness of holding on to the pain, the hurt, the betrayal, coming into clarity of heart. Wow. Indigo, these were amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling in those angels. The angel for, let's recap real quick. She's ready for a nap. We're going to recap real quick. The angel for creativity and self-expression. Yeah, keep expressing who you are. Yeah, I love this one. And this angel is also saying right now, this is so important to speak your truth, to say what I just gave an example of. Hey, I'm not feeling it today. I'm feeling like I need to crawl into a deep dark cave and just be for a while. You know, this life experience here isn't all about rainbows and unicorns and skipping through the rain. Boy, it feels really good when that happens, but it's also about being real with our obstacles and the situations we have in our life and what we need to navigate through. And sometimes we need to say, I can't do this. You're never alone. You always have the help. All you have to do is ask. And that gets programmed into us as small children not to ask for help. Okay, so that's what the angel for creativity and self-expression is bringing forth. The angel from creative wisdom is go within, go with love. And Archangel Gabriel is saying the more that you forgive, the more clarity you have in your life, clears out the poison, the toxins, so that you can move forward. Beautiful. Indigo, thank you so much for your assistance today in the Monday mantra. Just want to hold up this beautiful visual again. So may this week you forgive the past and introduce and have some fun with your future self and let love create. Thank you so much for tuning in. We bring these messages forward to you so that you can have hope, that you see the light when the tunnel is really dark, and that you can trust that what you are feeling is real, and that the connection is only a breath away. Connect with your heart, breathe into your heart, create those still points where you're just breathing into the heart and asking it to activate your soul's light to show you you are here and look where you're going. That's pretty exciting. Okay, so much love. Indigo, come up and say goodbye to everyone. We'll see you next week for our Monday mantra. And new moons tomorrow. We might be popping on just to do the downloads for the angel astrology for the new moon in this moon cycle. And that is a perfect time to set your intentions as the light starts to slowly come into the fullness of the moon. It's a good time to put your intentions down. Did you have something you wanted to say? Oh, no, you just wanted to kiss mommy. Okay, see you next week or maybe tomorrow. All right. We love you. We send you all the beautiful joy and love and energy in our energy field to yours to help navigate this week ahead. Take good care. Bye bye.